Welcome to our programming box summary series program. In this program, I will read a programming box and give you a useful summary of them. So if you want to get the benefits from those boxes without readings, just subscribe to my channel. In this video, we're gonna talk about the second chapter in Clean Code Box. This chapter named with meaningful names. Names are everywhere in software. We name our variables, our functions, our classes, and our arguments. So we have to follow some rules when we choose a name. The first rule is using intention revealing names. You have to know that choosing good names take time, but it saves more than it takes. So take care of your name and change them when you find a better ones. Everyone who reads your code, including you, will be happier if you do. The name of a variable, function, or class should answer the big questions. It should tell you why it exists, what it does, and how it's used. If the name needs a comment, then your name doesn't reveal its intent. We have here some bad examples like vard or vardays. Those are bad names. If I want to describe the name has been passed, or I've created something and I want to create a variable that describes the time in days has been passed since creation, those two variables are very bad. For example, if you just type vard or vardays, it's better to declare variables like that. Var days since creation, days since modification, elapsed time in days. Another example here, if you see this function, it has a bad naming. We can change the name to make it better than that. For example, we can make this r radius and change the function name to be calculate circle area. Now, everyone who reads this code, he will know what does this function do. But before, he will be wondered, what does this function do? But now he knows. Rule number 2, make meaningful distinctions. Like what? If you have two variables inside the file, for example, product and product info, or customer and the customer, I'm another developer, I don't understand what's the difference between those two. What's the difference between product and product info? What's the difference between product and product data? What's the difference? Those are two variables in the same place. That's a bad code. Another example, we have here three functions: get active account, get active accounts, get active accounts info. I have here three functions in the same file, and I don't know which one should I choose or which one should I use. How are the programmers should know which of those functions to call? So you can change them to the following. For example, get active admin account, get active members accounts, get active gold members accounts. Now that's better, and I would like to remind you, choose a good function. Name is better than a bad name with a comment. If you choose a good name, you don't need to write a comment. Rule number 3, use pronounceable names. For example, don't use my fav or QRY result. Those are bad names. It's better to type query result or my favorites. Okay? Rule number 4, avoiding disinformation. For example, we use a word list to describe this is an array. Okay? So don't add this list to an object. For example, var account list, and open an object and put inside it some data. That's bad. It must be an array. So we use list with array. So you can change it, for example, account group if you want to make it an object, or you can make it an array to add the word list. So we use the word list to mention this variable is an array. Okay? Another example, if you want to declare a variable of array or vehicles list, just don't name it with car list. It's a bad name. You can name it with vehicle list because you mean here vehicles list, not car list. Okay? Rule number 5, use searchable names. It's better to choose searchable names. For example, don't use var s or var t or var m because those letters are not easy to find and are not easy to locate. So you have to use a searchable names. For example, you might easily grep 4 max classes per student. If you search with that variable name, it will be very easy to search and very easy to locate, easier than X or Y or those single letters. Rule number 6, don't be cute. For example, don't use whack to mean kill, and don't tell little culture jokes. For example, to use eat my shorts to mean abort. So don't be cute. Now we've finished the first chapter in Clean Code Book with the title Meaningful Names. Don't miss the next chapter. We're gonna talk about functions, and it will be an amazing chapter. So don't miss it. It will be an amazing chapter, and if you don't want to miss it, you can subscribe to my channel and enable the bell button. And if you find this video helpful for you, don't forget the like button. If you have any questions, just leave a comment. Thanks for watching and see you next time.